attempt 3 of this, and I've just been trying to do it for the past hour and it's just failed on me completely, so yeah. Take 3, and here we go. France is officially known as the French Republic. I'm doing it in little bits as it's so long, kind of thing. So yeah, France is officially known as the French Republic, or the République Française, and is a country in the northwestern Europe, historically and culturally among the most important nations in the Western world. France has also played a high significant role in the national affairs with former colonies in every corner of the globe, bound with coastlines on the Atlantic and Mediterranean Sea, and with mountains in like the Alps and Pyrenees, and has long provided a geographic, economic and linguistic bridge joining northern and southern Europe. It is Europe's most important agricultural producer. And a leading industrial power, as France is among the globe's oldest nations, the product of an alliance of duchies and principalities under a single ruler of the Middle Ages. Today is the era of central authority is vested in the state, although the measure of autonomy has been granted to the country's regions in recent decades. The French people look to the state as the primary guardian of liberty, and the state in return provides a generous program of amenities to citizens like free education to healthcare and pension plans. Even so, the centralist tendency is often at odds with another long-standing theme of the French nation, the insistence of the supremacy of the individual. On this matter, historian Jules Michelet remarked, England is an empire, Germany is a nation, a race, France is a person, and statesman Charles de Gaulle famously complained, only peril can bring the French together. One can't impose unity out of blue and on a country that has 265 kinds of cheese. The tendency towards individualism joins the pluralist outlook and the great interest of the larger world. Even though the imperial stage was driven by the impulse to civilize the world according to the French standards, la mission civilis statius, the French should not note previously words of the writer Gustave Le Bon. I am no more modern than I am ancient, I am no more French than Chinese, and the idea of la patrie, the fatherland, that is the obligation to live on a bit of earth coloured red or blue on a map, and to detest other bits coloured green or seemed to me narrow, restricted, and ferociously stupid. Now, French culture has spread far and greatly influenced the developments of the arts and science, particularly anthropology, philosophy, and sociology. France has been influential in the government and civil affairs, giving the world important democratic ideals. At the age of Enlightenment and the French Revolution inspiring the growth of reformists and the even revolutionary movement for generations. The present Fifth Republic has, however, enjoyed notable stability since its promulgation on the 20th of September 1958, marked by the tremendous growth in private initiative and the rise of centrist politics. Although France has engaged in long-running disputes with other European powers, and from time to time with the United States, its long-time ally, it emerged as a leading member of the European Union, or EU, and its predecessors. And from 1966 to 1995, France did not participate in the integrated military structure of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, retaining full control over its own air, ground and naval forces, but beginning in 1995. France was represented on the NATO military committee, and in 2009 French President Nicolas Sarkozy announced that the country would rejoin the organisation's military command as one of the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, together with United States, Russia, United Kingdom and China. France has the right to veto any decisions put to the Council. And the capital and by far the most important city in France is Paris, being one of the world's preeminent commercial centres, and is also known as Ville Lumière, or City of Light. Paris has often been remade, most famously in the mid-19th century under command of Georges Eugène Baron Haussmann, who was committed to Napoleon III's view. Both of them will come in later, in possibly another part, as there's like so much. Paris is who had a vision of Paris being a modern city, free from choleric swamps and congested alleys of old, and replace it with like broader avenues and a regular plan. Paris is now a sprawling metropolis, one of Europe's lost conurbations, but its historic heart can still be traversed in like an evening's walk, if you so choose. Confident that the city stood at the centre of the world, Parisians were once again given to referring to the country as having 2 parts, Paris and the desert. The wasteland beyond it, metropolitan Paris, has now extended far beyond its ancient suburbs into the countryside, and however nearly every French town and village now numbers a retiree or 2 driven from the city, driven by like the high cost of living. So that in a sense Paris has come to embrace the desert, or the desert Paris. And among France's other major cities are Lyon, located along the ancient Rhone Valley trade route, linking the North Sea to the Mediterranean. There's also Marseille, a multi-ethnic port on the Mediterranean, founded as an interport for Greek and Carthaginian traders in the 6th century BC. More on that later. And Nantes, an industrial centre, and deepwater harbour along the Atlantic coast, and Bordeaux, located in southwest France along the Garonne River. So yeah, end of part 1, and I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, see you in a minute or 2.